Hi, welcome to Gear Garage. My name is Zach, and this is my show about whitewater stuff. And today I want to talk about oars. If you're a rafter and you row boats, or you're a catarafter, or even a creature crafter, you need oars to row your boat down the river. And it's something that I think is really important. I'm going to talk today about the Sawyer MX-G shaft. A few weeks ago I talked about the dynamite blade. This is the blade right here for an oar. I'm going to talk about just the shaft today. And so if you want to learn more about the blade I like, listen to that episode. But today we'll talk about this bad boy. And before I get started, I just want to let you know I'm a Sawyer ambassador. I help promote the company, and I really care about the products. And that might, just so you know, skew my opinion, maybe. I don't think so, because I truly love these oars. I would buy these regardless. I've used them a ton, even before I was an ambassador. So these oars are the main reason I've chosen to help represent Sawyer with their products. But with that said, I want to talk about what I look for when I'm getting an oar. There's three big things. One of them is that they're light. That it's a light oar. I learned on wooden oars, which are pretty heavy, and so when I get these guys, I'm pretty excited about how light they are. Next, that they're durable. You don't want oars that break on your trip, during the day, during a 6-day expedition, but you also want oars that last 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years. And so that's one of the things. The last thing is stiffness. I believe you want a stiff oar. You don't want it to basically bend when you're pulling on it. And this is a very, very stiff oar. And some of you listening are probably thinking, no, that's not right, he's an idiot. And I'm going to explain why, and then if you think I'm an idiot, awesome. But if you like oars that bend, that's probably because you learned on oars that bend, right? You're going to tell me that you like to build up energy and have them whip through, right? Well, that built up energy when they bend is actually lost. So you're actually applying less total energy to the water, right? So it's not as efficient if you're using oars that have a lot of bend, or what we call flex. Okay, so and I get that you might want that, and some reasons you might want that are if you have bad shoulders, it's nice to have some springiness in the oars. It's not really hard on your body. Or if you're just if you're worried about things being hard on your body, yeah, the springiness makes sense. But if you want the best oar for pushing on whitewater, getting it in there, I believe you want something really stiff. Also, if you're a drift boat fishing person, you might want flex too. And I don't really know why, because I don't do that. But the people who are drift boat guides and run drift boats, they tell me that they want flex. I trust them. But for whitewater, I really believe you want a stiff oar. And that's what this is. The MXG is like a really nice stiff oar. It's light, it's durable. I've used these a bunch, and I can just attest to all three things. So if you want something with a little bit more flex, you might want to consider the Sawyer Square Top. Now the Sawyer Square Top is a sexy oar. It's beautiful. It has that big piece of wood at the end. It's square. It's unique. It just looks cool. Some disadvantages of the Square Top, for example, though, are that it has a wood core, and so it can rot. A lot of those wood oars that I've had historically, they'll get rotten wood and then they'll break that way. And so the nice thing about all carbon like this is that they don't rot. Another thing is that if you break part of a Square Top, you break the blade or you break the shaft, the oar's pretty much gone. Where the nice thing about these Sawyer setups with the MXG and the Dynamite is that these are separate. The blade goes in here, right, and it's an oar and it's a blade. And so, just for long-term saving money and cost, and if you break things, it's nice to have. But if you want something that flexes, you want something that's sexy, the Square Top is the way to go. I really feel strongly, if your main focus is whitewater, running hard rapids, this is the oar you want, the MXG and the Dynamite blade. One just quick things, there's some different nomenclatures that I don't fully understand. This used to say MXG here, but it wore off. And I don't really know what MX means. They told me before at Sawyer, I always forget. It's all confusing. The G is graphite. So you might see MXFG, which is fiberglass and graphite. This over here is a beauty, is an MXLG, and the L means a larger diameter shaft, and it's just a burlier oar. So it weighs a little bit more, but it's also quite a bit more durable. And so I usually go with these nowadays, and this is graphite. When it's larger diameter, it doesn't mean the diameter where the oar blade goes into. And that's an important distinction. One thing you should know is this Sawyer uses a thicker diameter right here of what goes into the oar shaft, where the other oar manufacturers use a little bit smaller diameter. And Sawyer can make shafts that fit both diameter or blades, but that L at the end means just that the shaft is a little bit thicker. So anyway, that's all I have to say about the MX-G. I really like it. Again, you probably think I'm an idiot for multiple reasons. And if you do, please add comments down in the comment section below. If you've used these oars and you agree, I'd love to at least have somebody say, yeah, I've used those and agree. That would really help my confidence a little bit. So that's it. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.